Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala Gauff pairing tests junior standouts in Italian Open. The newfound chemistry between Eala and Coco Gauff will once again be tested on Tuesday night, Manila time, as they face the young Italian pair of Tyra and Lisa Pigato in the round of 16 of the WTA 1000 Internazionali BNL d'Italia. Coming off a dominant victory in their opener against Alexandra, Panova and Fanny Stollar, 6-3, 6-1, the Filipino-American duo will look to carry their momentum into their next match against the young challengers, who are ranked No. 335 and No. 548 in the WTA rankings, respectively. Pigato and Grant, wildcard entries in the tournament, stunned the 7th-seeded duo of Anna Danilina of Kazakhstan and Irina Kromacheva of Russia in a thrilling three-setter, 2-6, 6-4, 10-5, in the first round. Both Pigato, 21, and Grant, 17, both strong junior resumes, each having claimed at least one Grand Slam title each in the junior circuit. On their end, World No. 3 Gauff and Eala, currently ranked No. 64, aim to sustain their winning rhythm and aggressive play against the unfamiliar Italian pair, whom they have never previously faced on court. The match is set for 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, PH time, at the Pitrangeli in Rome. Last week, Alexandra saw her singles campaign come to an early end following a first-round loss to Marta Kostyuk, who later fell to World No. 1 Arina Sabalenka in the round of 16 on Monday night. Meanwhile, Coco Gauff, ranked No. 4 in the tournament, has advanced to the quarterfinals, where she will face Mira Andreeva after dispatching Emma Raducanu in the round of 16. Under the warm Roman sun, where statues of ancient gods watch over red clay courts, a special kind of match unfolded at the Italian Open. Not a final, not a rivalry, but a glimpse into tennis's generational evolution. On one side of the net stood Alexandra Eala and Coco Gauff, two of the sport's most electrifying young names. One, a Grand Slam champion from the U.S., already a household name. The other, a rising star from the Philippines with a lefty forehand and a heart that never backs down. On the other side, the junior sensations, a fearless duo of teenage phenoms, recently crowned ITF doubles champions, making their WTA main draw debut, with nerves hidden behind braids and bold serves. Their names weren't yet famous, but after the match, they just might be. This wasn't just a tennis match. It was a test, a collision of momentum, reputation, raw skill, and unspoken dreams. And from the first rally, everyone knew it wasn't going to be easy. Chapter 1. The Stars and the Dreamers. When the doubles draw for the Italian Open was released, few expected fireworks in the early rounds. But the moment fans saw Gauff/Eala versus junior wildcards, ticket sales for Court 4 quietly surged. Why? Because this wasn't your average youth pairing. Coco Gauff, 20, had long transcended the next-gen label. She was a U.S. Open singles champion, a Roland Garros finalist, and a powerhouse in both singles and doubles. Her athleticism, quick hands, and composure under pressure made her a nightmare on clay. Eala, 19, was less known on the global stage, but in Southeast Asia and junior circles, she was already a legend. A two-time junior Grand Slam champion, and the first Filipina to reach the top 100 in WTA singles rankings, Eala was riding a surge of momentum after toppling World No. 1 Iva Swiatek in Miami. Their opponents, Clara Bensini of Italy and Sofia Mendes of Argentina, both 17. Recent winners of the prestigious Junior Orange Bowl doubles title. They had grown up idolizing players like Gauff, tracking Eala's junior run on YouTube. And now, in the biggest match of their young careers, they were facing them. It's surreal, Bensini said pre-match. They're who we want to become. But today, we want to beat them. Chapter 2. Clash of Styles, Clash of Eras. From the coin toss, the atmosphere was electric. A mix of curious fans, scouts, and even a few WTA veterans gathered courtside, eager to witness what felt like a passing of torches, or perhaps a fight to hold them. The first set was tight. Eala's smooth ground strokes and uncanny ability to find the sharpest angles put the pressure on early, while Gauff roamed the net like a lioness, cutting off passing shots with ballet-like agility. But Bensini and Mendes were not intimidated. In fact, They looked energized. Their synergy was palpable. They high-fived between points, communicated with quick signals, and fed off the crowd's growing energy. At 4-4, Mendez rifled a return past Eala at the net, earning a roar from the Italian crowd. Gauff raised her eyebrows, smirked, and clapped her racket. "Game on," she mouthed to Eala. That's when the match ignited. Chapter 3. Lessons in Pressure. The tiebreaker was a masterclass in tension. Eala, who had been steady throughout, showed nerves for the first time, double faulting on their first set point. Gauff, ever the competitor, pounded her fist into her palm. "Let's go, Lex." Next one. On the next point, Gauff took over, ripping a forehand down the middle, rushing the net, and finishing the point with a delicate drop volley. It was the kind of sequence you replay in slow motion for years. They took the first set, 7-6-6. But the juniors weren't done yet. Bencini's serve grew bolder, her topspin heavy and unrelenting. Mendez, a baseline tactician, began to pull Eala out wide, forcing errors and chasing lines. They took an early break in the second set, going up 3-1. Now it was the Gauff-Eala team on the back foot. "She's playing like she's in a final," Gauff said of Bencini during the changeover. "Let's raise our level too." Chapter 4. Grit and Guidance. What followed was a tactical adjustment and a display of mentorship in motion. Gauff began coaching Eala between points, giving her subtle tips on positioning and poaching. "Trust your instincts. Don't overthink the net play," she whispered after one long rally. And Eala, ever the sponge, adapted quickly. On the next point, she intercepted a cross-court shot and slammed a forehand winner that clipped the line. Her confidence surged. Gauff's presence was more than strategy. It was leadership. "She's like a big sister out there," Eala said post-match. "When I got tight, she calmed me down. When I hesitated, she believed in me." Together, they clawed back from 2-4 to 5-5. The match, already a thriller, began to feel like an epic. Chapter 5. The Final Push. At 6-5 in the second set, Eala stepped up to serve for the match. She bounced the ball slowly, took a deep breath, and glanced over at Coco. A nod. A smile. First serve, ace down the tee. Second point, rally, drop shot, lob, overhead winner from Gauff. Match point. The final point was a microcosm of the match. Quick exchanges at the net, a blistering return from Mendez, a lunge by Eala, and finally, a reflex volley from Gauff that hit the tape and dropped in. Game. Set. Match. Gauff/Eala def. Bencini/Mendez. 7-6-6. 7-5. The crowd erupted. But the biggest moment came after the handshake. Eala walked over to Bencini and Mendez, shook their hands again, and said, "You're going to be here a long time." That was amazing. And she meant it. Chapter 6. The Bigger Picture. The match wasn't about rankings or prize money. It was about respect, legacy, and how tennis, often a solitary sport, can be a shared journey between generations. Gauff, already a role model at 20, said it best. "These girls pushed us, and that's the beauty of the sport. You get better because someone younger is chasing you." For Eala, it was a full-circle moment. I remember watching players like Coco and thinking, I want to be there one day. And now I'm on court with her, helping test the next wave. It's humbling and exciting. The junior duo left the court with a loss, yes, but they also left with belief, validation, and an experience no coach could ever simulate. Epilogue. Rome, and what comes next? The Eala Gauff pairing may be temporary. Both have packed single schedules and their own paths to follow. But what they created in Rome was something rare. They weren't just teammates. They were mentors, torchbearers, role models in action. As for the juniors, keep an eye on them. Tennis remembers names that rise in Rome, especially the ones that refuse to back down. Backstage, as the two duos crossed paths one final time, Bencini smiled at Gauff and Eala and said, "We'll see you again. Soon." Gauff smiled back. "We'll be ready."